Donald Trump is allegedly furious at Rudy Giuliani, and recently, according to Vanity Fair's Gabriel Sherman, who has multiple sources inside the White House, he's kind of been on top of that since day one with these really good sources that have all pretty much turned out to be 100% accurate. But he says that his sources tell him that Rudy Giuliani has been on the receiving end of a recent Donald Trump scream session where Trump was screaming at Giuliani for putting his son in legal jeopardy. Now, when I first saw this headline, I thought what probably a lot of other people thought too. Oh, he's mad about Giuliani going out there this past Sunday on TV and saying that Trump Jr.'s meeting was all about getting dirt on Hillary, which is basically an admission of a conspiracy to collude. But that's actually not what it is. That's not what Donald Trump is furious about. Instead, he is mad at Rudy Giuliani for not taking the job as Attorney General, and instead Trump had to appoint Jeff Sessions, who then recused himself from the Russia investigation, which according to Trump is what has allowed this to go all crazy and haywire, and put his son in legal jeopardy. He's mad that Giuliani didn't take the job, and he believes that if Giuliani had, he could have directed all this and just basically made it all go away, which just further leads us to believe that Donald Trump is guilty as hell. I mean, this investigation, these people are not in legal jeopardy because of who is investigating them. They're in legal jeopardy, like Don Jr., because it really looks like they broke the law, and all the evidence right now suggests that they did. It doesn't matter who is in the White House, and yeah, Giuliani as Attorney General could have buried this if he chose to, but since it wasn't buried, we know the truth. And I know Giuliani likes to say that the truth isn't the truth. The truth is the truth. And the truth is, it looks like every member of the Trump family is guilty as hell. So Donald Trump can scream at Giuliani all he wants for not taking that AG job. What he should be screaming at him for are his horrendous media appearances. That warrants a good tongue lashing for that. Again, Giuliani went on TV this past Sunday and implicated Donald Trump Jr., Jared Kushner, and Paul Manafort in felony offenses against the United States. You can't tell me that that doesn't warrant a good screaming session from Donald Trump himself when you basically sent his son-in-law, and this guy that he really seemed to like up the river. But not necessarily Giuliani's fault there. Giuliani had a rare senior moment where he gave us the truth. And that's what's so terrifying to Donald Trump. He has finally found himself in a situation with Junior, with Kushner, with Manafort, with Michael Cohen now, where he can't lie himself out of it. And he hired the worst possible attorney in the world for free, luckily for him, otherwise he'd be getting ripped off tremendously, in Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani has ruined things for Trump to the point where there is no legal defense that Trump could mount to keep himself and his family out of trouble at this point, given what everybody else has already arranged for in their plea deals, the things they have already told them. The clock is ticking on the Trump administration at this point. And I think even Donald Trump himself is aware of the fact that he can be mad at Giuliani, but he knows at the end of the day, he needs to be mad at himself for ever deciding to run for president. Because after all, had he not done that, he could have lived out the rest of his life happy and carefree with nobody ever bothering to look at the horrible things that his family has been doing for decades.